So for some reason, I've decided to make a series of using every single weapon, whether that be primary gun, secondary weapon, any other weapon you can imagine. Did grenades count as weapons? I'll say that they do. And I'm going to be using them and ranking them. The way it's going to work is I will play 3 games to try and see how the gun performs and to try and make the best build for you. And we are going to start with the VLK Rouge, which is the new shotgun and which I also haven't showcased yet. I have only put 2 games in because the second one, we're going to try and ignore it, like it never happened. But from what I can tell of the VLK Rouge, it's as if the Echo and the Jack 12 had a child, and that child was sort of, I don't know, like, okay. Amazing analogy. Never been used before. I'm very creative. Please give me interactions. I deserve them. But it sort of has less range than the Echo and less damage than it and less BSA, but it has Dragon's Breath and it fires faster. So if you're going to use it, like, I would recommend putting on this maximum hipfire build because its sights are disgusting. And while yes, I have a red dot on my Echo, those sights are even worse, and you can only really ADS with the Echo because it doesn't have Dragon's Breath, whereas if you miss half your shots with this, it doesn't really matter. And after I got accustomed to the gun, it began to be a lot better than I expected it to be. I've used it a couple of times before this, and both of those times it was kind of bad, if I'm being honest. I would say some buffs that it could do with is just less recoil, because if you ADS, it has some of the most recoil of any gun in the game. It flicks your screen just fully up. There is no real way of controlling it that I've found, so that could make it a bit more viable. The Dragon's Breath ammo, and this is like the same with the Jack, is incredibly good against like walls and score streaks, so you could just technically have a thermite Jack or VLK Rouge instead of a launcher, but with Launch Plus you can steal things using a launcher, and with one of the shotguns you can't, so it's probably more worth just having the launcher loadout. In comparison to other shotguns, I'd say it performs decently. Like, it has a very, very similar playstyle to the KRM if it was just slightly more aggro. Not even slightly, a decent chunk more aggro. I can't think of very much else to say on this shotgun other than, like, you probably don't need gung-ho with it, and I would have, like, quick fix on instead, just because it's useful. So, tell me if you like this video style, because it's not my normal style. Normally I'm speaking while playing, but right now I'm just talking into my phone and hoping that it doesn't sound terrible. So do tell me if you want to see more like this, and also tell me which weapon I should do next. As I said in the intro, it can be like any weapon. It could be a sniper, an AR, an SMG, a shotgun, a marksman, even a knife, although, like, just why? I'll have to use them at some point if I'm making it like a full series. And I guess this is technically the second part, as I already made the Groza thing ages ago, which you probably shouldn't watch because it's like fine, it's not amazing. There's a short that's just it but condensed. But yeah, just tell me what you think. I found that it is an actual shotgun, unlike the Echo, the HSO, or the KRM, because it suffers in long range. Also, I've just been watching this footage and it looks sped up, and I do not know if my editing software has just sped it up for me or if I am just this fast as a player. I have no idea. I can't play nearly as well while I'm talking, so maybe it's that. I have no idea. But yeah, it's an actual shotgun, so it struggles at range, even with the Dragon's Breath. Although it might just be because I have a hipfire build for it, and if I had an ADS build, it might have range. So I would recommend, if you are using this, picking maps that are generally quite short-ranged. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Here is the build that I used in the video. I think it's the best build. Like, there aren't any significant downsides with it, but yeah. Thank you for watching. Comment what gun I should use next, and see you.